Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hi, evening.
Eunice here, sir. Season greetings to you, sir, and best of the new year for
Same to you.
2020. Sir, can I ask for a breakout room with you, sir? Please and
You have
thanks.
to hold on. You can't, not at the beginning of the class. This is the first class for the new year, so we can't do breakout room yet. Remember, there's a time dedicated to that. So we can do it in the last minutes of the class, but it cannot be the first minutes of the class. If I disappear, then the students might think I'm not at the class. So let us do that probably preferably closer to 7 o'clock instead of at the beginning of class, okay?
Thank
You
you
can
very
also
much for
send me,
clarity, sir.
yeah, and you can also send me a private message now in the chat. You can send me a direct message. You don't have to put it in a, or you send me a direct WhatsApp message or a voice message, and I can listen while and probably we probably can I can respond to your query without us having to go into a breakout room. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, evening everybody. I'm just waiting for other persons to join. This is a class of about, let's see, 30 students or so. And I know some persons are still in the festive mood. Where's my list again? 29 students. I need to see at least 14, 15 students before I can officially begin. All right, I'm just seeing 5 persons evening. I'm not sure what's happening with the other persons. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome back. I'm actually a little bit under the weather. I think I may have caught the Omicron, so I'm kind of trying to recuperate, having severe sore throat. So I'll try to do not, I'll try not to talk as much today. And we converse via other means as best as possible. Let me just claim host first.
Sorry to hear that, sir. Please
Yeah,
remember to drink a lot of fluid. I remember our Jamaican remedy. So if you
yes,
can get your ginger and your garlic tea and your bush, drink
boy, I'm
them,
trying.
sir.
The sad part is I can't go outside because if you go outside, you're putting other persons at risk, and it's -7. And I think that's how I got it in the first place. I went out just to go to the supermarket and I was walking in the cold. My sinus just started draining, so I thought it was the usual cold sinus thing, and then sore throat, headache, about 5 days now. So I'm waiting on my cousin to bring me as much home remedy as is possible. And where I live, I don't necessarily what they call ginger is not ginger. They just look very pretty and big, but they have no substance. So I'm going to try turmeric. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard about turmeric.
Yes, sir. Turmeric helps too. With the ginger,
Yes.
they mix it. Hope
Right.
him
So,
come quick, sir. Him the far from you?
well, he doesn't finish work until about 11 o'clock and it's downtown, which means he's not going to reach where I am till about 1-2 o'clock in the morning because it's public transportation.
Oh,
But
wow.
I have salt. My colleagues say I must do salt and hot water, and they give me some different things that I can try. So I'm working along with them until I get some home remedy. Get my
Salt,
cousin
sir.
comes in. Huh?
Not lemon, but salt.
Yeah, they say no. What you were saying is that you don't drink it, but you use it to gargle your throat because that's
Oh,
really where the virus is, and even the mouthwash. She said that you
oh,
can use it, and I think they call it peroxide or something. I usually have peroxide. I don't know how I didn't buy any.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and gargle your throat with it. Because that's
Oh,
really where when you have sore throat, it means that a lot of the viruses are in your throat area. So you're trying to get rid of them. So I've done some of that, but I'm sure it's a mixture of everything.
okay.
All right. Well, thanks for the recommendations and for the thoughts. How did we enjoy our holidays? How were the holidays? Let's start with Carla. How were your holidays?
Apart from the break from school, I did have a holiday. Work right through.
Oh, okay. That means you got a lot of money. If you work right through, it means money. That's a good sign.
Yeah, but I'm tired. Extremely
Tired, yeah.
tired now. Yeah.
Okay, you should
But
take a break one of these days.
and giving God thanks for a new year. So I don't have much to complain about.
Okay, all right, good. Chantal Patterson, how were the holidays for you?
It was busy. Good evening, everyone. It was a rough one because I worked straight up until Christmas Eve and then had to go back to work on Boxing Day. So it was okay, but just good thus far.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people making millions in the Christmas season. Yeah, I worked on Boxing Day up to Boxing Day too, because I teach in Canada as well. So I had to go to work, physically go to work. Now we're online because of the spread of the new variant. Yes, Eunice, how about you? How were your holidays?
When my holiday wanted to be well, good evening, everyone. But sir, I am nervous then and is still nervous now because of my situation from the 19th of December.
What
So,
something happened that you can share? What happened? If you can't share it, that's okay.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It can be shared. It can be shared, sir. It's my schoolwork, sir. So
Which schoolwork? You mean my course?
my exam, yes, sir. So
Which exam is that? You didn't get a chance to, but remember I gave you a second chance to do your the mid-semester you're
sir, I
talking?
did. Yes, sir, I did, sir. But when I was uploading, sir, my electricity went, sir. And when it came back, I realized that my exam wasn't uploaded, sir.
Right.
Was
Eunice,
unable to upload.
Eunice, I gave you 2 chances. You can't blame me.
Yes, sir. So kind of keep me down for the Christmas, but otherwise from that, I'm very happy that my myself and my family did well. We lost no one throughout the year of 2021. So
Good.
that was great, and we had a family reunion.
Nice. Really nice. Jason, what about you? How were your holidays?
Sir, they were good. I drank most of the holidays still. So I'm partially drunk right now, but I think I can manage.
You're partially drunk still? Well,
But
you
I'll
should drink.
manage.
You should drink ginger tea. All the things that you're telling me can
Yes,
actually
sir.
help you to get the alcohol out your system, including soup. So one of those cup noodle soups can help you to get sober.
Yes, sir. I'll try that.
Okay. All right, Jason.
Yes, sir.
Nikita, how were your holidays? I'm not sure if Nikita can talk to us. All right, well, yes.
Same
Yes.
as usual. Just a regular day for me.
You never
Alright.
did anything special?
No, sir.
Why not?
Work.
So you
I
make
still
work
feel
take away
tired.
from your family time to bond and share with family and
With
eat
COVID,
cake.
you still don't get that much, sir. With COVID, you don't get that. Because family now meet together like before.
Yeah, but if you guys are all vaccinated, or if it is that you guys can, develop a protocol, like some stay in one room, others stay in another room, and who can Zoom and do all of that, just to spend some time together. No Zoom calls. Zooms, what, you guys don't do Zoom or WhatsApp call or to spend time?
But sir, we not do that right through in the week or stuff like that, so nothing to make a big difference. We just never get the Christmas vibe or the atmosphere. I didn't
Or you
feel-
never get
No.
get that feeling.
No.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, you should always try to enjoy the moments. All right, Rakisha, what about you? How were your holidays?
My holiday was great. I spent time with family. I got some rest, even though I worked throughout the holiday, but I still get some weekends when I never get up the whole year.
Mhm,
I'm gonna get Boxing Day, Monday, I lie down in my bed, so that was good.
mhm.
I'm gonna spend time with my kids. A long time, they must feel like me a foreigner for how long I'm gonna spend time with them. But me enjoy my holidays. Thanks be to God.
Yeah, good. That's the spirit. All right, Tanashe Harris, how were your holidays? Miss Harris, are you there? All right, seems as if Miss Harris is not there and we are still below quota. Well, my holidays, I worked until Christmas Eve. Christmas, I went to 2 Christmas parties. Well, not parties, just food, just gathering of friends. Friends from Jamaica and from other parts of the Caribbean. Just cooked some food, went and had eat. Oxtail was really good, my friend. You people should pressure your oxtail. It's really good when you pressure it. It's the first time eating oxtail, tasting that good. It was really well done. We tried to build this whole, when you're not in Jamaica, you try to create Jamaica. So we all tried to create versions of Jamaica where we were. Boxing Day was pretty much a day to stay. I just stayed home and enjoyed Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. Then after that, I did some work because I teach in Canada, and the holidays here are different, slightly different from Jamaica. So I taught for 2 days, the day I think I thought right after Boxing Day. Yeah, 2 days after Boxing Day, right? Day after Boxing Day. Then I went back to rest, and then I got this whole Omicron thing. I'm sure it's Omicron because my headache is not so bad now, but my sore throat is the hardest thing to get rid of. But I did my best to enjoy my holidays.
You have
And
this sore throat situation also.
yeah, and
Oh
it
my
is
God, I'm struggling with it.
yeah, it's the
It is
hardest thing
not.
to it's the hardest thing to get rid of, the sore
Oh
throat.
my goodness.
So it's one of those things we just have to cope. But as I say to students, always try to enjoy your holidays when you get some time off, and you should take time. There's something called self-care. You can't always be working or always be studying or always be taking care of your kids or always be taking care of your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You should also have some me time. Sometime when it's okay, this is about me, this is my time. I'm going to take a bus, or I'm going to take a plane, or I'm going to drive, go somewhere and just enjoy my own company. Or even if you want to enjoy your family or your friends, so that when you go back to work, your life should not revolve around work. I took my days off, and when I saw people sending work-related emails, I remember actually almost reprimanded one of my staff that I supervise. I tell her, do not send me any work-related emails during my holidays. All right, anybody who's supposed to be sending emails is the manager, and I am the manager, and I'm not sending any emails. So tell her, do not send any emails. Allow people to enjoy their family and all of that. All right, we still don't have a quota. Nonetheless, we must proceed because we have limited amount of time now before the semester ends. So let's just do a recap in terms of graded, the allocation of marks for the course. I shared that in an email titled Course Update. And are you seeing my screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I can't appear on camera. I look very horrible when I'm sick, so no cameras. All right, so mid-semester is 20%. Sentence outline, most persons would be working on this. You're gonna really just kind of convert your sentence outline into a TED Talk, and that value is also 15 marks. These are called drafts. So when I see the draft of your outline, I need to see at least 2 drafts of your outline, 2 drafts of your essay in terms of the kinds of work that you have done to improve it over time. You get your 10%. This should be APA and what's the other part of it? It's not just APA, it's APA and literacy, something or another for you to get the full 5 marks. You can't just do the APA badge alone. You have to do both and you get the 5 marks. The final essay is 30%, and then the course reflection essay is 5%. Usually it's about probably 2 or 3 paragraphs, or not really 2 or 3, 3 to 4 paragraphs, kind of reflecting on all the critical skills developed over time. And you get the marks for this. So we have, January is a very long month. We don't have a lot of time, so we are pressed. We have to be very careful in terms of managing the time so that we get all of this out of the way. 2 of them are out of the way. Well, not really 2, but 1.5, because we're at the sentence outline stage. I want to tidy up the sentence outline, then I'll introduce you to the whole notion of, before I do the TED Talk, I think the TED Talk will come later. I want to show you how to develop the essay, and then you can do the TED Talk after. All right, are there any questions in terms of the course assessment as you're seeing it here now? No? Should I take that as a no? Okay, I think that's clear. All right, so that's one course assessment. I'm sure that you would have got back your mid-semester grade, whether you did the first one and didn't pass or didn't get to upload and did the second one. I marked all of them. Use my precious time. It took me a while to mark them, but I disciplined myself, got up and marked. So I'm sure you would have seen your grade, you'd have received your grade. All right, where's my, I just made some, oh, here it is. I kind of made some few notes about what I want to do. Right, so it's the literacy and APA badge. All right, how many of us have received our badge?
Sir, I'm unable to access it, sir.
Have you sorted it? Have you tried to sort this out with the head of school or? Remember,
Yes, sir, I tried, sir, and I
Still-
also tried today, sir, and I didn't go through, so I'm going to try again tomorrow.
which
Sorry.
department are you in?
Psychology. Psychologist.
I wonder if that's all right. Mute your mic. Let me just check something. That's Shirley. Do they have a WhatsApp number? Let me actually. All right, give me 1 sec. Let me ask your head of school. If she answers the phone, she'll probably be teaching her. All right, I think she probably is teaching a class. Most of us who teach communication, we teach at the same time. So she probably is in a class. Let me send her a WhatsApp message just to see. She will. Have you sent any Oh, here she's calling me back. Hold on. So I was informed by the head of school that one, there is a psychology WhatsApp group, right? And that the information was placed in the WhatsApp group, in addition to the information being sent to all students, and they were supposed to click on the link and accept the offer in order to access the course. I will share with you the school's email that you can use to communicate with them. ecc.edu.jm. They will respond because they don't have a large student population, so they tend to be a little bit more efficient than others in terms of responding to emails. All right, I hope that should help. All
Thank
right,
you very much.
no props. All right, the other thing now is, I just showed you earlier, the number of things that we have outstanding in order to close off the course. All right, the sentence outline, I showed you, let me just bring back up a sample. I know I sent the sample via email, and I'm sure you'd have seen, you saw the sample, the email that I sent, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right, and you were supposed to structure your outline accordingly. I'm sharing screen now. So you have your broad topic. You can have your research question or your narrow topic. Do not put the thesis. You just have your introduction, topic sentence 1 with your supporting evidence, topic sentence 2 with the supporting evidence, topic sentence 3 with the supporting evidence, your conclusion, and your references. All right. And that's actually the sentence outline. And that's actually a grade in and of itself. So, all right, so let me
Sir,
go
can
through.
you send a copy, a sample of that to the WhatsApp group, please, sir?
All right, so
Miss Eunice, you don't have, what is wrong with your email? Your email doesn't work?
No, sir, I'm unable to communicate with you. Remember the other day with the APA literacy, sir,
So
you were
what's
trying
the issue?
also to
What's the
find
issue with your email?
I don't know why, sir, I can't communicate with you.
No, I'm saying what's the issue with your school email?
Sir, I received my class link, sir, via the email, but
Then
I don't know why the communication is not happening, sir.
what do you
And
mean? So
remember you
are you
said
saying
when
that you
you were,
don't, are you saying that when I send emails, you don't get them?
that you were doing a two-year program.
sir, not all the time, sir. Only
That's
the
not,
link, the class link I got, sir. No, I
you have,
don't got an email from you, sir.
you have
I got
never
the
got an
class.
email from me? Let me see if your name is on my list. Your Eunice Hanshaw?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but your email is, yeah, when I send an email, you get it because, let me just check something. Because your name is on my list, but let me go into my, all right, course, come on. If I say, all right, let me just craft an email and see if it comes up. All right, students, let's say, but your name is on the list. How you say you don't get the email? You got all the emails, Eunice. Are you sure you're looking in the right place? Your name is on my email list. And when I send emails, I never send it to any one student. I always send to all students. So are you sure? Let me go back into Eunice. Are you there?
I'm here, sir.
Yeah. So I'm saying, how is it that you didn't get the emails? Because all the emails. All right, 74 students. Yes, you're. Let me share screen and show you that you got the email. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Here's your name. And these are all my students from both groups. So you got the emails. I'm not sure what's happening with you. I don't know if you're looking in the right place, but I'm sure you got the email because your name is on the list. And that's the only reason you got the link as well for the class. Because if your name was not on my list, you would not have got the link for the class. So I think you need to revisit your email. I'm not sure if you're looking in the right place. All right. But you got the emails. Okay. Right. That was one. All right. So yes, so I showed you the outline or the draft of the outline and how it should look. Let me go through the list now as a way for you guys to update me. All right, so Carla and our group members, do you have your outline for me to just look at?
Yes, sir. Just give me a minute, please. Let me bring it up.
All right, guys, just try and find your outline. Let me give you about a few minutes or so to find your outline. So that, and if you know that you're going to be the person sharing screen, please try and work out those logistical issues. Janelle Johnson, go ahead.
Even sir, I'm currently on the road now. You hear noise. Sir, I can't share screen now because I'm on the road, but I did send you something over the holiday for pertaining to the sentence outline.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. What because I'm listening to you, you're saying that person would share, but I'm unable to share. So I don't know if the other persons will be able to share the document.
Okay. All right. Thanks for that.
Yes, sir.
Chantal Patterson, are you able to share screen? Let me see your outline.
So give me 1 second.
Good evening. Should I go ahead and share screen for Janelle Johnson? Chantal,
Yeah.
Eunice?
Well, I'm not there yet, but thanks for that. So when I reach her name, I'd love for you to share, okay? I'm just going to use my participants list in order to have some sense of order, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, but I'm a part of Janelle Johnson group. You call Janelle Johnson?
No, the only reason I call her name is because she raised her hand.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure.
Yeah, she's down on my list. I'm actually waiting on Carla Buckle, who said to give her a minute, and I think it has been about 3 now. And then I called Chantal Patterson, who said to give her a minute, and a minute has passed as well, and none of the 2 persons have shared screen.
Sir, can I share for Chantal Patterson, please?
Go ahead. All right, so just go to the top for me. What are some of the ways inside management prevent accidents? Scroll down for me. Scroll down, man. Scroll. You sure your supporting claims are not too short? Usually, there can be 1 or 2 sentences, you know. So like A can be 1 or 2 sentences. And usually the safety pays for everyone 2013. Remember, well, I'm going to teach in-text citation today, so you'll be able to correct some of these things. Scroll down for me. Remember not to indent, okay? For your conclusion, don't indent. You just space. Just press space now. Right. Go down, scroll down.
The conclusion not finished as work in progress.
Where's the reference list? Okay, so some work needs to be done here as well. All right, so at least you have some semblance of, but don't I have my, hold on. I have a book that really, I have a book that I write down your names in, you know, the different groups and all of that. So is this, I'm just remembering this oral poem. Luke, this is not the class that Luke is in. This is supply chain. Tomorrow. So it was Rakisha who just showed me, right? Let me just.
Yes, sir.
All right, so saw outline. Just making a note in my, I have a book that I use to make notes about the class. All right, today is January 3. So let me just state that January 3, 2022. All right, Carla Buckle, are you ready to show me your outline?
Sir, I'm having some technical issues. It's just loading and not coming up. I don't know what is happening.
Can somebody else in your group share it? Can you share it in the WhatsApp group and then I share it? Can you email it to me and I share it?
Certainly.
Okay.
I'll try. Okay.
Yes. Eunice, you and or your group members have anything to show us?
Sir, it's me and Chantel Emmanuel and Janelle Johnson. So
oh, okay. Oh, so wait, I just saw it, right?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir, Rakisha is between Chantel Patterson and Natalia Williams.
Right. So who's going to share? So whose outline I just looked at a while ago?
Rakisha McDonald, Chantel Patterson, and Natalia Williams, sir.
Right. So what was, I didn't understand Eunice's comment then. Who made a comment about?
When sir, I said, you said Eunice, sir, and I'm telling you that my members are Chantel Emmanuel and Janelle Johnson. Chantel Emmanuel decided to share for us here.
Oh, because I became a little bit confused a while ago because I know I don't have you with the names before. Okay, yes, I have that. That is Janelle, Chantel, and Eunice working together. And I have that I okayed your thesis and all of that. And you said, oh, Chantel is going to share? Oh, yes, she was about to share. You know. Chantel, are you there? She wanted to share.
You want me to go ahead and share now?
Yes, go ahead, please, and thanks.
You're seeing the screen?
Yes. All right, just scroll down for me. All right, so all of these excitement, I wanted to take them off, okay? Yeah, and border and all of that. All right, so take off the thesis for me. So put your cursor at thesis statement, thesis. No, at the beginning of the word, take it out, delete it for me.
Thesis statement?
Yes. So put the cursor at, hold on. Could you put your cursor at the beginning of the word thesis, please? Can you copy all up to the word workplace for me in the third line? Full stop as well, including the full stop. Press delete for me now. Press delete for me.
I don't know why it's not deleting. Oh, sir, Janelle would have to delete it.
Okay. All right, scroll down for me. This introduction looks very long. It's way too long. It's a very long introduction. But scroll down for me. I'm just looking at the structure for now.
I'm not moving too fast.
No, man, that's okay.
That's
Where's the reference list?
not telling me.
I remove bold and underline. So go back to, remember, you're not allowed to use over 6 sources, okay? Remember that.
Okay.
So remove the underline and the bold from the word references for me. Or you can make a note, the person who's going to help you to do all of that, that the word references and should not be bold and there should not be any underline for it, okay?
And the borders should be removed.
Yeah, yes, APA doesn't do borders.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. So let me just put outline scene. It says January 3, 2022. All right, Jason Dillon, go ahead for me. You and or your group members. Let me see what you have.
Sir, Kesia has it and she hasn't been online. I've been texting her and she hasn't been responding, so I'd have to wait on Kesia.
Yeah, but why would one person have it? I've said it to you guys over and over. Everybody should have the same information at the same time. I've said it to you guys over and over and over. Do not give the entire paper to one person, because when I tell you that the paper is due and the person doesn't upload it, I'm giving you the 0. Okay? I've been warning you guys, do not put all of the information or let all the information rest with only one person. The moment, all you need to do is to work in like Google Docs, where everybody has access to the information at the same time and you can update and edit and anybody can download. All right? You need to learn how to work smart. Sutherland, go ahead for me, you and or your group members.
I'm sorry, didn't come prepared.
Okay, Nikita Allen, go ahead. Nikita Allen.
I come in, sir. Just a minute.
And after Nikita is Roberto. All right, so this is the introduction, which looks way too long. How many sentences did I say you must have in your introduction? Remember, I sent a lecture about this, right? I sent you a lecture.
Yes,
How many
sir. Just
right.
fix it since then.
Okay, all right. So look back at the lecture and make some changes.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
That's the conclusion.
Yes, sir. I was doing something.
All right, but hold on, go back up now. So where's the, you need to add as well the, right, oh, you can add the broad topic, okay? What are the roles of cybersecurity in a company? All right, scroll down for me.
Sir, I heard what you said, not to have more than 6 references.
Right, it's 4 to 6 references. Yeah, but go back up for me there. I have another concern. Where are the supporting evidence for each topic sentence? Remember, that's a part of the outline.
Yes, sir.
And they're supposed to be in the middle. You can't have introduction, conclusion, then the topic sentence. Topic sentences should come right after the introduction.
Working on it, sir.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Next person on my list, I think I did say Roberto.
Stop share.
Yes, sir. Correct. Evelyn, I am unable to share, and it's me alone from the group is here this evening.
Okay. How far are you guys in the process though?
All right. Basically the same way as everybody else, but we know we're gonna need some corrections. So just bear with me until next class. We can show you what is not here. I can just fix for you, please, and thanks.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Where am I on this list? Tawnashe Harris, I think. Tawnashe Harris. Don't think she's in any of these groups that I called. It's Harris. All right. I think this is the second time calling her name and not getting a response. All right, Matt Donald, go ahead for me.
Sir, question, sir. Broad topic, sir. We should add back the broad topic to the
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And you mentioned something about our topic sentences being short. When I showed my screen, sir.
No. I never said the topic sentences were short. I said the supporting evidence, they seem to just be one sentence.
Oh,
and I was
so we
saying to
should
you that
elaborate, sir,
it
like
can be
paragraph?
one or two. No. 1 or 2 sentences.
1 or 2 sentences. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. All right. So even though it existed long ago, I didn't. I should have been using what is called the whiteboard. So where I work in Canada, they said to me, yes, Robin, you got to use the whiteboard. So I actually learned how to use the whiteboard. Are you seeing my screen? Yes, it existed long ago, but I didn't know.
Sir?
Yes?
It's me, Carla here.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming up now, so I can share now.
What I'm sharing screen, so you have to hold on.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Okay, yeah, man. All right, introduction. All right, so this is the, I should say narrow topic or research question. So this is how it should look, okay, guys? Let me stretch this out this way. Yeah, so this is how it should look, okay? Broad topic, you put a broad topic. Narrow topic, you put a narrow topic or your research question. Then you have your introduction. Then under the introduction, topic sentence with your supporting evidence. Second topic sentence, supporting evidence. Third topic sentence, supporting evidence, conclusion, references, okay? Let me save this and I can actually share it in the WhatsApp group eventually. All right. Let me copy. Stop share. And share it in this WhatsApp that is open up. All right, where is it? Yeah, here. And then where's my phone? Let me transfer it from one to the other. All right, you are seeing the whiteboard information in the WhatsApp group?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's how it looks, okay? All right, somebody said she wanted to share screen. Oh, go ahead. Lower your hand for me, Rakisha. All right, so go to the top for me, please. All right, so pause for me. Yeah, because why am I seeing? All right, so go to the top for me. Go to the extreme top for me. Because I think you have the information several. All right. So remove from a narrow topic. Remove it for me, narrow topic. Remove for me answer and thesis. Remove for me answer and thesis. All right, scroll down for me.
But sir, didn't you just send in the group that the narrow topic or the research? Oh, okay, I understand now, sir.
All right, remove for me now all of this from topic sentence. So put your cursor at topic sentence and remove all the way to the other topic sentence. Go down, scroll down, all the way down. From there, so to go down, or press delete, Yes. All right. All right. So remove from me now 1, 2, 3. No, you're going to delete them. You can delete that as well, moving from topic sentence to evidence. Yes, delete. All right, good. Heart attack occurs when the blood flow. What is this a top? I don't understand this one. Where is the first? Maintaining a healthy body weight is another way. So this is
I didn't hear the question you're asking.
Where's the first topic sentence? So quitting smoking is one way to prevent a heart attack. That's topic sentence 1, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is this heart attack occurs when the blood flow? What is that there?
That's the definition. You said we could have used that definition.
But the definition can't come before the topic sentence.
Okay.
The topic sentence is what speaks for the paragraph.
All right.
So what, you just delete it now? So where's the topic sentence? That's what I'm asking.
Quitting smoking. This is it.
Right, but it's not properly, so you need to, it's not properly aligned. You need to bring it to the far left. All right, please work out the alignment thing on your own, okay? Because it says number 1 here, but the other one says number 1 as well, and which is the second topic sentence. That's what I'm telling that something is wrong with the alignment.
I see what you're saying now.
Right, there's something wrong with the alignment. All right, scroll down for me. And this would be 3.
And that would be 3, correct.
Scroll down for me. And where's the conclusion?
We haven't come to the conclusion as yet.
Okay, where's the reference list? Okay. All right, so all of those, take off that for me.
These will go.
Yes. All right, so this is Carla Buckle. Let me just make note. All right, thank you very much, Ms. Buckle.
You're welcome.
All right, any other question, comments, queries before I begin the lecture? No? All right. All right, so for all those persons, just fix what the things that I've said to you, and then on Wednesday, I'm going to look at it. And then after that, now you can start doing some consultation with Margaret, okay? Please start out by telling her Happy New Year. Let me tell her that from now too, because I didn't myself. All right. So today, we are going to go into looking at the doing our in-text citation. I'm just trying to find the lecture. Sorry. Not ready for that yet. Okay. Right, so I want this, but I also want the other thing. Documenting it. All right. All right, so it's important that in academic writing, we are very honest in terms of how we go about informing or achieving our purpose or purposes, depending on the targeted audience. So academic honesty and academic integrity are fundamental in the academy. So it's important that we don't steal other people's ideas. And that means in the academy where we pass off information as our own when we really got it from somewhere else or from someone else, okay? So this lecture will be primarily about APA documentation. It's more in line with the 6th edition, not the 7th edition, but the 7th edition, don't think the changes are that major. All right, so first question, why do we cite information? Why do you think it's important to cite information? I'm listening. Why do you think it's important to cite information?
To give credit to the
All right, so I think that was probably it's best if you raise your hands first. But Nikita, I think you were first and then the person after. Go ahead.
I was saying to give credit to the person where you get the information from.
All right, so it could be give credit to the person or persons or organizations, because it doesn't have to be a person, right? Or even the website or the platform. Yes, any other reason why we cite information?
Sir, so that we don't plagiarize.
To prevent plagiarism. Any other reason? So there are numerous reasons. So one, it says to indicate that you are presenting material from a source other than yourself, to point to the exact place from which you got the information, and to direct readers to the full documentation in the list of references, especially for this one. One of the things that I will be doing when I'm marking your papers is that I'll be going to your reference list just to see if the paper is one, academic in nature, two, if there's some sense of research being done. For example, if you're writing a paper about how marshmallows are beneficial to the Caribbean, it would make sense that the sources themselves are from the Caribbean. The sources themselves are very current. The sources themselves are very relevant to the subject matter. Even the very title of the chapter, or the title of the chapter in the book, or the title of the book, those kinds of things can indicate whether or not the information is credible. To avoid plagiarism, inform your readers of the sources that you have examined, to strengthen your paper. And this is very important. Partly what, as I said to you before, what you're doing, you're having an academic conversation that is ongoing. And many of the papers that you would have read, sometimes they're going to be written by the very people who are marking your paper. So you should, of course, be honest and use these things just to help you to have a conversation, but not take over the conversation for you. All right, to provide a balanced perspective on an issue and to meet requirements for communication one, there are two things you're doing. When citing sources, there are two specific instructions, right? So cite sources within the text of your paper by including the last name of the author, or last name or names of the author, the year of publication of the work, and the page number, if it is a direct quotation. Do we understand this part? It's very critical that you understand that. And when you learn these particular new things, you are supposed to then go back to your outline to make sure that this is how you have done it. Last name, year of publication, And if you have directly quoted, you put the page number or the paragraph number if there is no page number. And that's something I'll teach you. So remember that institutions such as Jamaica Information Service and the University of the West Indies can also be authors. All right, so document your sources at the end of your paper by adding a new page entitled References, which is what you have done. Each entry should include the full bibliographical details for each source that was cited in the essay. It is very important that you pay attention to accuracy. In other words, do not misspell person's name, do not make up sources, do not short, don't do things in a way where you say, okay, I can't bother write out this long name because the person's name is too long. So you try to find some abbreviation. You have to be very accurate, all right? It will take time, but when you are reviewing your essay, print a copy of your list of references and tick each source that you cited in it. All right, what do they mean by that? Let me just show you an example of that. I'm sorry. Let me bring up a paper and show you exactly what they mean. Are you seeing my paper? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, so one of the things that I'll be doing when I get your paper, I don't even have to read what is there first. I'm going to go here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 sources, right? Only 4 sources cited. So I'm going to, I look on this list and I see one of the sources mentioned is Amnesty International. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go through the paper now to see where Amnesty International was cited. So this is not Amnesty, this is Gale 2016. I'm seeing Hill 2012. So I'm still looking for Amnesty International and I see Amnesty International, right? So the source is referenced and cited. The second thing I'm going to do, go to the second source. I see HR Gale. I'm going to go and see if I see Gale in the paper because it's on the reference list just to see. So I see Gale 2016 here, right? So that's what they were referencing, okay? That any source that is mentioned on your reference list must be cited in the body of the paper and vice versa. Any source cited must be referenced, right? And we have a software that will indicate to us whether or not the sources were cited or left off, all right? Because sometimes people intentionally omit. So because I tell you must cite only 6 sources, you will cite 8, but leave off 2. I have a software that will tell me if additional sources were cited. All right, so let's get back to the lecture. I just wanted to point that out to you guys. Give you some sort of reference. Where's my thing not coming up? Share screen. All right, use double space, present your list of references in alphabetical order as follows. According to last name, right? So B comes before F, comes before M, I comes before M, O, Z, M O comes before Z, okay? And you look to see in the body, this is a journal, only the name of the journal is italicized, all of that. The name of the newspaper is italicized, the name of the paper from the Ministry of, the title of the paper for the ministry is italicized. This is an edited book because you see how it is done, only the name of the edited book. The title of the edited book is italicized. So it's important, and remember it must be double space as this says. The only reason it is single space is because we just want to show you a live demonstration of it, but this must be double spaced, okay? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The list of references should come at the end of your paper on a separate page with the word references centered at the top of the page. Be complete and accurate and must include all necessary bibliographical details. Note that you should use hanging indents to offset the first line of each entry. Remember now, this is the hanging part, right? And I'm sure I showed you about hanging, but let's just repeat it for the purposes of demonstration. I need a list. Let me see if I can find a list. For the purposes of demonstration, let me go into Turnitin. Is everything clear so far? Some of these, if you have done the thing on the APA badge thing, some of this probably is just still news for you, because you would have done that. Let's see this. Sheldon Reed. You know how long I've been looking for Sheldon's paper. This is where this. All right, no, I want to download. No, original submitted. You know how long I've been searching for this young man's paper. This is actually a very good paper. All right, let's delete this too. This needs to come off. Let's bring this up. Let's take off his name and ID number. All right, so here is Sheldon's paper. Finally, I got his paper. I was trying to find it. No, let's put this there. Let's go here. References on the same page, but I think this is too much back. Yeah. I'm not sure that he did very well with his APA though. Oh, this was the first draft. Okay, all right, so I found a very good example, another example, I should say. There are some issues with it, but the reason I like it is because the young man samples, right? All right, so let's share screen. Share screen. Where did I do it? Is it this? If this is it. No. Too many things open. Hold on. So let me stop share screen first. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So the whole notion of hanging, and you know it already. How can I unhang this thing? Can I unhang it? Let me see if I can do that. All right. So it was doubled. Let's see if them right. So it's not hanging now. I don't think it is hanging now. It's not hanging now. I don't think this is actually, it needs some work, but hanging means you copy all of this, click to the right, go paragraph, you go special, it must be double spaced. This is supposed to be double line spacing. Don't add any space. Then here you go hanging, and yeah, to the left, of course, alignment to the left. And then that's where you get the hanging, which is this, okay? This is how you get the hanging. All right, guys, it's very important that you get this part very correct. There are issues with this reference list, but as I said, for the purposes of demonstration in terms of hanging, that's how you should do it. All right. I know that I've taught it before, but for the purposes of persons who join the class later, I'm reteaching everything. Okay. All right. Stop sharing screen there. Let's go back to the lecture. Any questions? No? Okay. Let me see, somebody said something in the chat. Let's share screen. All right, so just talk about hanging. All right, so this is the part that is important now, in-text citations. So when you make references to sources in the body of your documented essays or sentence outlines, they're called in-text citations. And there are three ways of how you do that. You either directly quote, paraphrase, or summarize. And that's really what today's lecture will be primarily about, how to do in-text citations so that you can then go back into your outlines now and do some cleaning up. All right. So sample in-text citation for a book. Well, I don't like what they should have actually explained it to you before they showed you. All right, so in-text citation, the first one is direct quotation, as it says here, direct quotation here. So direct quotations. The important thing to note is that you should not cite over 40 words when you're directly quoting. The other thing to note is that you must use quotation marks. Let me put it on the whiteboard. Let's do whiteboard. Am I going too fast? Everything is clear, guys? Erase. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry, it's a dark.
Sorry, sir, when you finish, sir, I don't know if you know, if you're familiar with Google Docs, sir, in regards to the hanging, sir, what you did a while ago, I can do on Google Docs, sir.
No, you have to, no, it's not allowed. You're not allowed to do it in Google Docs. So what you'd have to do is download the document and then do it, okay?
Okay.
All right, so one for direct quote. This is when you are using the exact words of a source. Let me say a source, right? 2, you must not quote over 40 words of a source in your case. All right. 3, sources. You must include last name, year of publication, and page or paragraph number for direct quotes. Example. I spell nausea again. Is it like this? All right, so let me write this the same thing another way. Let me underline this because I'm going to put it in the draw. I'm silent. You understand what I'm doing, right, guys? I'm intentionally silent because I'm thinking. Okay, I don't want to draw anymore. My God, can I just copy this? Can you guys just allow me to copy this thing? I'm not retyping this. All right. All right. Save. Which is this?
Sir, is that like or likely, sir?
It should be. Or it should be likely, right? Yeah, but it's not allowing me to go back in. I don't know. Is there an edit button? No, I don't see any edit button. Are likely. That's what I don't like with this thing. It doesn't allow you to. You see, it doesn't allow you to. Okay. All right, here's my eraser. Eraser. Can I? All right, I did save it, but I'm sure you get the point. Just go back to the lecture because time is going. And all right, so what they're saying, they're showing you here for direct quotation that there are several ways of how you can do it. I prefer if you do not write it as a sentence by itself like this. It's best you don't do that, but you more include it as a part of a broader sentence. So in a recent study, Zimmerman, this is the year, discovered that, and then this is a direct quotation, the direct words that are used. PP here means pages, 135 to 136. If it is only one page, you put P dot 135. If it's paragraph, if it's a paragraph like paragraph 25, you put PARA dot, and you put number. All right, so this is the in-text citation, and this is how it would look on the reference list. So this is for direct quotation. Sample in-text citation reference for a book. So as I said before, I want for you to use quotations that have fewer than 40 words should be written as part of the paragraph and enclosed in double quotation marks. All right. I'm not going to teach you the other part of it. No, I'm not teaching you this part. Is this? No, not teaching you this. This not yet. All right, sentence reference in another publication. Do I need to teach you this? Not really. All right, so do we understand direct quotation? One, you have to ensure that it's less than 40 words of the source. Two, you're citing the exact words of the author that are pertinent to help you to substantiate your claims. Three, it's the last name, the year, as well as a page or pages or the paragraph number. Very important for direct quotation. All right. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so this is really, I don't know if I want to really teach you this, but let me make mention of it. It says citing a source that was referenced to in another publication. So let me not teach you this because this might just confuse you. Adding a word or two. Okay, this is a no-no, right? So it says, if the need arises for you to add a word to a direct quotation to make the meaning more accessible for the reader, write the word you wish to add in square brackets. However, you cannot add a word that is going to change, or as it says, distort the original meaning of the author. So if you look here, the Green Revolution is not a new concept, but which is the right thing to do, but in the second one, it's incorrect because what the person is doing is to change the original thought of the reader. Okay? Electronic, so if you're using authored web pages, so in general, entries for electronic sources include author, date of publication or the latest update. If no date is listed, they use ND. I don't want any of those kinds of sources. The sources that you use must have years. And then of course you include what is called the digital object identifier. Most of the times you find DOIs with journals as opposed to other ones. The other ones you just usually copy and paste the URL. For the okay, this is just telling you about sample in-text citations or reference for website article, direct quotation, page reference required. In this case now, what they're telling you now is, let us say that you're directly quoting from a let's just say an authored web page. Authored web pages in most instances do not have page numbers. What they have are paragraph numbers. So when you see this here, para, where you see para 24, it means that the person is citing from paragraph 24. So it says Grant 2007 declared that, and you have the direct quote. Para dot 24 means it's paragraph 24. Okay, that's what that means right there. All right, so we move on to paraphrase now.
Excuse me, sir. Before you move on, could you go back to the previous slide? Yeah, you were saying about to use the GUI number when you're using the in-text citation along with the URL.
No, you don't do that, not for in-text citation.
Okay.
Only for the reference list, which is right here. Only for the reference list.
All right.
Okay. All right. The other way of how you can cite information now is paraphrase. All right. Let me again go to my whiteboard. So for paraphrase, this is when you're reinterpreting the original idea of a source. I'm not going to put any capital letter right now. Your reinterpretation must be in your own words and can even be longer than the length that you are paraphrasing. All right, tell me if this makes sense. So this is when you're reinterpreting the original idea of a source. Your reinterpretation must be in your own words and can be even longer than the length that you are paraphrasing. What that means is that paraphrasing is really just putting the thoughts of and ideas of the source in your own words. All right, that's really what paraphrase means, to put it in your own words. Let me save this. I'll share it in the WhatsApp group. So let's, I think this now shows you some example, and they have what they call reporting words. I think a slide will come up, so you don't always say, so you can use, so Alverman, Moon, and Haggood agree that the use of popular. So this is an example of paraphrase. And what they're saying is that there are two ways of how we can do it. You can paraphrase by beginning the sentence with the actual, or the full sentence can be paraphrased from the source, or you can let me pause. Do I introduce? All right, so just look at what they're doing here. So in this instance, the source, the sentence itself, yes.
I'm only still seeing the whiteboard.
You're only seeing the whiteboard?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's actually a good thing then. Okay. All right. So now we're back to the slide on talking about paraphrase, right? And there are two ways of how you can paraphrase. You can begin the sentence with the source. For example, the sources are these three persons, or you can end the sentence with them. There's a difference between the two. And let me teach you the two terms now. Whiteboard. I saved this, right? Did I send it? No, I don't send it yet. This is to business. All right, so let's clean. It's called text. It's called integral citation and non-integral citation. Or let me call it paraphrase. It's not really paraphrase, you know. Which one is which one again? I don't remember. Okay, I don't need to remember. All right, so let me show you what I mean by this. Are we understanding so far? I know I kind of sound like I'm all over the place. Yes, here it is. I found my video. All right, so here it is. Actually, I found it. Marks in your assignment. All right, so I'm going to show you now when it comes on to integral citation and non-integral citation. Okay, and they're going to explain it, so you'll fully understand it. Let me just copy the link first and send it here, as well as here. And let's listen. No, I'm not seeing my YouTube. Where is my YouTube? Okay. You might need to take notes, okay, guys? When it comes on to, where is it? All right, so let me cancel this. Yes, here it is. All right, you might need to take notes, okay, guys? Non-integral and integral citation. Sorry.
Hi there, I'm Christopher Shepard.
And I'm Adrian Chang.
And we're here to talk to you about how you can integrate your references into your paragraphs.
But don't worry, adding citations to essays is not hard when you know how to do it.
And doing it right will help you to get higher marks in your assignments.
Absolutely. We use references as a way to show your reader where you found your information.
It also shows your teacher that you've done your research and understood it.
It certainly does, and it can help to show that an expert agrees with what you're saying. This is the supporting evidence in your essay.
But the trick is how to use citations effectively.
First, let's review the structure of a paragraph. Usually, it starts with a topic sentence. This tells the reader what the paragraph will be about.
Then you have your supporting evidence. This would include citations and examples to support the topic sentence.
And the paragraph should end with a concluding sentence that links back to the topic sentence and the main idea of the essay.
Right, so let's look at an example, shall we?
So did the writer...
So remember, no, you're not focusing on the paragraph development, okay? Because we're not there yet. What you're focusing on is what they call integral and non-integral citation, okay? So just don't lose focus and be distracted by the whole notion of paragraph, because we're not there yet. I'm going to teach you how to write what is called a T paragraph. But focus on what they call integral citation and non-integral citation.
Do anything right here?
Well, yes. There is correct use of quotation marks, and the citation is correctly referenced. Here you can see APA style.
And here's IEEE style.
But there are quite a few problems.
Yes. First, the complete sentence is copied. It is better to only quote the key words.
Second, the quotation starts the paragraph and it's not related to the rest of the paragraph.
And third, the writer does not comment upon or explain the citation. So now let's look at a good example.
Well, as you can see, first this paragraph starts with a topic sentence. We now know what the paragraph will be about.
Next, the quotation is integrated into a sentence with only 5 words quoted rather than a complete sentence. The writer uses according to introduce the views of others. Another way to introduce a citation is to use a reporting verb, such as point out or believe.
But you need to be careful about what reporting verbs you use. Verbs like say and tell should not be used in academic English.
Yes, and be careful with claim. If I say that a student claims to have done her homework, but she left it at home, it means I don't fully believe her. Claim is used in a similar way in academic writing. Using less common verbs is another way to enhance your writing. Don't only use verbs such as state.
Finally, the writer goes on to explain the citation. Remember, your teacher wants to know what you've understood from doing the background reading. Show this by explaining the citation and giving examples to illustrate your explanation.
Okay, a few things to remember when using quotations. Use the exact words of the authors and put those words in quotation marks. Try to keep your quotations short. Only quote the most important words.
With APA and Harvard referencing style, you need the author, followed by the year, page or paragraph number in round brackets to show where the quote came from.
And with IEEE referencing style, you need the author followed by the reference number in square brackets.
And if your quotation is over 30 words, you need to indent it like this.
But generally, in your university assignments, you should only have a small number of short quotations. Remember to always check with your teacher or program leader about any specific referencing requirements.
The other way to add a citation to a paragraph is to paraphrase the idea of the author. This means you take the idea that someone else has had and you rewrite it in your own words.
But remember, this is still someone else's idea, so you still need to reference it. But when you use your own words, it shows that you have understood it better than just using a quotation.
Here is an example of the original text.
And the paraphrased text below it.
Notice how key words and ideas have been rephrased.
And remember, you still need to cite the authors.
So far, we've looked at integral citations. This means a citation that is part of a sentence. We often use integral citations when we want to highlight the author. With integral citations, you need to introduce it using a reporting verb such as argue, or an introductory phrase such as in the view of.
However, if you want to highlight the information in a paragraph, then you can use a non-integral citation. As you can see in this example, the information is more important than the author, so author details are put in brackets at the end of the sentence.
With the APA or Harvard style, it's done this way.
And with IEEE style, you just need the reference number in square brackets like this.
There are many ways you can integrate citations into your work, and it will always depend on the sentence grammar and the information. If you're still stuck, don't forget you can always ask the staff in the SIL for help.
Or you can ask your teachers.
And remember to look at the online referencing guides.
We hope this has helped you to understand how you can use references in your writing. Use this information well, and your academic writing will improve a lot.
Good luck.
Bye.
All right, talk to me, guys. What are some of the differences or similarities between non-integral and integral citation? Hello? Do I need to replay the recording?
Integral focuses on the author and the sentence. While the non-integral only focus on the paragraph, like the overall idea of the paragraph.
It focuses on the information, not the paragraph. Let me replay the video, people, and I want for you to listen very carefully. This skill is very important, okay? And please take notes.
Hi there, I'm Christopher Shepard.
And I'm Adrian Chang.
And we're here to talk to you about how you can integrate your references into your paragraphs.
But don't worry, adding citations to essays is not hard when you know how to do it.
And doing it right will help you to get higher marks in your assignments.
Absolutely. We use references as a way to show your reader where you found your information.
It also shows your teacher that you've done your research and understood it.
It certainly does, and it can help to show that an expert agrees with what you're saying. This is the supporting evidence in your essay.
But the trick is how to use citations effectively.
First, let's review the structure of a paragraph. Usually, it starts with a topic sentence. This tells the reader what the paragraph will be about.
Then you have your supporting evidence. This would include citations and examples to support the topic sentence.
And the paragraph should end with a concluding sentence that links back to the topic sentence and the main idea of the essay.
Right, so let's look at an example, shall we?
So did the writer do anything right here?
Well, yes. There is correct use of quotation marks, and the citation is correctly referenced. Here you can see APA style.
And here's IEEE style.
But there are quite a few problems.
Yes, first the complete sentence is copied. It is better to only quote the key words.
Second, the quotation starts the paragraph and it's not related to the rest of the paragraph.
And third, the writer does not comment upon or explain the citation. So now let's look at a good example.
Well, as you can see, first this paragraph starts with a topic sentence. We now know what the paragraph will be about.
Next, the quotation is integrated into a sentence with only 5 words quoted rather than a complete sentence. The writer uses according to introduce the views of others. Another way to introduce a citation is to use a reporting verb, such as point out or believe.
But you need to be careful about what reporting verbs you use. Verbs like say and tell should not be used in academic English.
Yes, and be careful with claim. If I say that a student claims to have done her homework, but she left it at home, it means I don't fully believe her. Claim is used in a similar way in academic writing. Using less common verbs is another way to enhance your writing. Don't only use verbs such as state.
Finally, the writer goes on to explain the citation. Remember, your teacher wants to know what you've understood from doing the background reading. Show this by explaining the citation and giving examples to illustrate your explanation.
Okay, a few things to remember when using quotations. Use the exact words of the authors and put those words in quotation marks. Try to keep your quotations short. Only quote the most important words.
With APA and Harvard referencing style, you need the author, followed by the year, page or paragraph number in round brackets to show where the quote came from.
And with IEEE referencing style, you need the author followed by the reference number in square brackets.
And if your quotation is over 30 words, you need to indent it like this.
But generally, in your university assignments, you should only have a small number of short quotations. Remember to always check with your teacher or program leader about any specific referencing requirements.
The other way to add a citation to a paragraph is to paraphrase the idea of the author. This means you take the idea that someone else has had and you rewrite it in your own words.
But remember, this is still someone else's idea, so you still need to reference it. But when you use your own words, it shows that you have understood it better than just using a quotation.
Here is an example of the original text.
And the paraphrased text below it.
Notice how key words and ideas have been rephrased.
And remember, you still need to cite the authors.
So far, we've looked at integral citations. This means a citation that is part of a sentence. We often use integral citations when we want to highlight the author. With integral citations, you need to introduce it using a reporting verb such as argue, or an introductory phrase such as in the view of.
However, if you want to highlight the information in a paragraph, then you can use a non-integral citation. As you can see in this example, the information is more important than the author, so author details are put in brackets at the end of the sentence.
With the APA or Harvard style, it's done this way.
And with IEEE style, you just need the reference number in square brackets like this.
There are many ways you can integrate citations into your work, and it will always depend on the sentence grammar and the information. If you're still stuck, don't forget you can always ask the staff in the SIL for help.
Or you can ask your teachers.
And remember to look at the online referencing guides.
We hope this has helped you to understand how you can use references in your writing. Use this information well, and your academic writing will improve a lot.
Good luck!
Bye!
All right, talk to me, people. Integral citation, non-integral citation. Okay, let's pick on people then. Roberto, go ahead. You're usually vocal. You're very silent now. Let's hope you're still in the class. Roberto, are you still in the class?
Yes, sir. I am still in the class. However, I'm driving, so I have to be doing more listening. So Give me a few sir.
Chantal Patterson, what about you?
Based on what I just saw now, integral is basically when we're writing, we should always ensure that if we're taking from taking information from author source, we should always ensure that we put them in quotations, and then we write the author's name down at the bottom as.
Okay. Jason, what about you? Jason, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here. I agree with my classmates there. You should always put your thing in direct quotations there.
You must always put it in direct quotation. And how many ways can you cite a source? Okay, that's the first thing I told you. How many ways can you cite a source? I'm asking the question, people. How many ways can you cite a source? Or how many ways can a source be cited?
2 in-text citation and end-of-text citation, sir.
So sources can be cited 3 ways: direct quotation, paraphrase, and summary. We don't read summary, we're at paraphrase. What I was showing you a while ago is what this is called integral citation, where they focus, where the authors play an important role in terms of the paraphrase, and in the non-integral, where they play a less important role, where the focus is on what is said by the source than the source, the authors of the source. So this is, the top one would be integral and the bottom one would be non-integral. And I was just showing you that these are 2 ways of how you can cite your sources. All right. So when citing the same source in the same paragraph, do not type the date more than once. This is just, again, giving you some guidelines. So if you say, for example, Spratt strongly believes, and you're going to cite Spratt again, you don't say Spratt 2007 because it's the same source. 3 to 5 authors. In this example, the source is written by 3 authors. For the first citation, the names of 3 authors are documented. After the first reference, cite Alverman et al. If it is cited in the same paragraph, there's no need to write the date again. For example, Alverman, Moon, and Haggood agree, and you put the year. Then you're going to repeat the same source. They just write Alverman et al., which means others and others. All right. Sample of in-text citation reference. They're just showing how it would look on the reference list. Samples of in-text citations reference for newspaper articles. So this is an example. Sorry. The top one is integral citation, where they begin with what they said, begin with the last name of the author, Fellows states, versus just focusing on what Fellows says and ending it with the last name and the year. And this is how it looks on the in-text citation. So even though it's coming from the Gleaner, and this is something that you need to be careful of, people. I see people citing the Gleaner itself, saying according to the Gleaner. All right. Usually there's an author. Okay. This is 3 to 7 authors. In text, the information looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 authors, subsequent in-text citation, Green et al., which is kind of what we said earlier. And then they're showing you how it looks on the reference list. All right. Question, is it clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear now.
More than 7 authors in the text, information looks like this. So if it's more than 7 authors, then of course you write, in the first instance, you can write Harris et al. Because you can't write so many names. And they're saying on the reference list, you don't need to write all the names. You put 3 dots, which are called ellipses. So it says the 3 dots represent 7 and other authors. Hall is the last name in that source, which is this. All right. So they're just showing you some simple things. Did I send this lecture to you guys? I think so. No?
No, sir.
No,
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 sir.
sir.
Okay, I'll send it. All right, do not cite anything from any interview. No. What is this? No, no interviews. You're not at the level where you need to do that. Okay. I'm not at paragraph development yet. All right, so, all right, unacceptable in-text citations. So these are errors. But before I go any further, let me send this thing to you because I need to stop talking. Mm. Mm. So I'm going to send it to you, APA lecture. Let me call it in-text citation lecture. All right, tell me if you have received it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, sir.
thank you, sir.
All right. Remember to improve
Good.
your outlines and come with them on Wednesday. Okay.
All right,
Okay, sir.
sir.
Good night,
Okay,
sir.
Yeah.
sir.
Night.